Now we will discuss about Earth. We know that Earth is regarded as blue planet. Why Earth is regarded as blue planet? Because presence of water on it. If you see Earth from far away, it resembles in blue color. It appears to be in blue color. So that's why Earth is regarded as blue planet. Okay. So, and coming to here, it is the third nearest planet to the sun, as we have seen in previous images related to solar system. We can say that Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun. So from the sun, Mercury is the first one, Venus is the second one, third one is Earth, okay, fourth one Mars, fifth one Jupiter, sixth one Saturn, seventh one Uranus, eighth one Neptune, and ninth Pluto is not a planet, just it is a dwarf planet. Okay, then after that, it is the fifth largest planet in the solar system. What is the largest planet in the solar system? Jupiter. What is the smallest planet in the solar system? Mercury. What is the fifth largest planet in the solar system? Our Earth. Then after that, Earth supports life and is often referred to as the blue planet. Okay, so Earth is the only planet which is supporting human beings as well as plants and trees. So Earth is the only living planet as of now. According to the information at present that what we have, Earth is the only planet which supports fauna and flora. Fauna means animals, flora means trees and plants. So that's why Earth is the planet of human beings. Earth is the planet of plants and trees. Then after that, coming to here, what is the time duration taken to complete one revolution around the sun? So for example, see, if it is our sun, so for example, it is our Earth. If this is our Earth, what is the time it's taken to complete one revolution? Here the time period is 365 days. Here the time period is 365 days. Means Earth is taking time of around 365 days to complete one revolution around the sun. So this time period is known as year. So what is the year? How many days that are present in normal year? 365 days. Sometimes we can see leap year. In our calendars, we see leap year. In leap year, number of taken days are 366. Okay, so why 366 came into picture here? Because in general, to complete one revolution around the sun, it takes 365 and 1/4 day. 365 and 1/4 day means 365 and 6 hours to complete one revolution around the sun. To compensate that extra 1/4 day, we are adding 1 day for every 4 years. So we are adding this 1/4 as a day for every 4 years. So that's why we can say that every 4 years we are getting one leap year. So that one leap year, in that one leap year, we are adding extra 1 day. So 365 plus 1, that is giving 366 days in a leap year. So that's the story behind the leap year. Okay. So these days are the number of days taken to complete one revolution. Coming to rotation. See, how much period taken by Earth to complete one rotation. So here 1 day. Rotation. What is the difference between rotation and revolution? Try to think. Yeah, exactly. Revolution means Earth turning around the sun. Revolution, it takes for 1 year. Rotation means Earth rotating on its own axis around him. Earth taking 1 day to rotate around itself on its own axis. So that is 1 day. Okay. So these are the time periods between for rotation and revolution. Okay. These are the important areas here. Next, after that, what is the shape of the earth? Shape of the earth is geoid. Have you listened the word called geoid? Definitely no. See, this is the only word that are using for to denote shape of the earth. No other object, no other thing used with the shape geoid. So earth has the shape. The shape is known as geoid. In some books, in some aspects, you can find that shape of the earth is spherical. Yeah, exactly. It is also true. So earth shape is similar to spherical. So we can call the shape of the earth as spherical. The exactly shape of the earth, the word given is geoid. So geoid is the only name given to the shape of the earth. What is the shape of the earth? Can you say? Can you imagine in our brains? Yeah, exactly. So the shape of the earth is like that. You can find here in a similar way. So this is the North Pole and this is the South Pole. At the poles, the earth was flattened. At the poles, the earth was flattened at the North Pole as well as South Pole. Okay, so that's why this shape is regarded as geoid. So please try to remember it. Okay, this is the North Pole and this is the South Pole. Next, after that, the moon. So moon is our Earth's friend. Moon always rotates around the earth. So that's why moon is regarded as natural satellite of the earth. Moon is regarded as natural satellite of the earth. So try to remember it. So it is the moon is the earth's only satellite. It is a natural satellite as well as only satellite. Its diameter is 1/4 of Earth's diameter. What is the diameter? What is the diameter of the moon? Diameter of the moon is 1/4 of the Earth's diameter. What is the diameter of the Earth? Can anyone say? What is the diameter? It's around 12,536 kilometers. It's the diameter, approximate values. So 1/4 means by 4. So if you do the calculation, you will get diameter of the moon. Okay. Next, after that, its orbits around the earth in about 27 days. So it takes moon takes 27 days to complete one orbit around the earth. Okay, so this is a time period for moon to complete one revolution around the earth in the elliptical path. So only one side of the moon is visible from earth. See, if you observe moon during the night, you will find you are able to see only one part of the moon. You won't see another part. Not only moon. For example, if you take anything as an example, wait, I will show the example. For example, if you treat it as a moon, so if you see from this side, you are able to see only this area. But you cannot see the other face because it's not visible here. It's not visible. And again, if you want to see it, this side, this part of the moon, what you have to do? You have to wait for some more times. So then only you can see another part of the moon. That's the thing. Okay, that's the thing. Next, after that, so these are the phases, moon phases. See, for example, it is on our Earth, Mother Earth. So the first quarter, moon will be here. If you are at this point, you can see only this area. You can see only this area. Okay, if you are at this point, you are able to see only half moon. Only half moon. After some time, after some days, you can see the moon like waxing crescent. And after some days, you can find the new moon. This is called Amavasya. where here you won't see moon. Completely moon will be in the dark, so this is a new moon, so we call it as Amavasya. Then after that, waning crescent, so this is the shape of waning crescent. And again after some days, last quarter moon, waning gibbous, full moon, so it is called Paurnami. So during Paurnami days, you are able to see the full moon. You like moon is very very bright, brighter than the normal days. Even moon can give light. So at this Paurnami day, at there is a full moon. Then after that, waxing gibbous. So these are the moon phases. Right? And after that, in between full Purnami, full moon or Paurnami, and Amavasya or new moon, the time gap is approximately 14 days. Then after that, Mars is known as red planet. Yes, exactly. Why? Because if you see the face of the Mars, it looks very very reddish color. That's why it's known as red planet. You might see sometimes Mars in the sky. Right, you can see because it is very near to Earth. The Mars is very near to Earth. So, and there is evidence that there is a presence of polar ice caps, evidence of past water. So, recently, in the year 2013, our Indian government had launched Mars Orbital Mission. It is a project launched by Indian Space Research Organization to explore Mars. So finally, we have our satellites had reached to Mars and explored the information. So finally, those satellites has observed that there is a presence of polar ice caps, and also previously water was present on the surface of the Mars. Right? So that's important. And coming years, ISRO is going to launch MOM-2, means Mars Orbital Mission, in the upcoming years. Then after that, Mars has a potential destination for human exploration. Right? So, because why? So our scientists, NASA and ISRO scientists are saying that there is a possibility and a feasibility to stay human beings on the planet Mars, because there is a presence of polar ice caps, and also there is a evidence of presence of water on Mars. So that's why it is sometimes it may be treated as destination for human beings. In the future times, human beings may celebrate their honeymoon days on Mars. Not now, maybe possible in the future times. Next after that, Jupiter. So Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and it is also very very dusty planet as well. So how much, what is the time period taken to complete one revolution, to complete one orbit around the sun? It takes around 11 years, 11 months. Okay, about it is 12 years. So approximately Jupiter is taking around 12 years of time to complete one revolution around the sun. Okay, so that because the size of the Jupiter is very big, very giant size. So largest planet, so it is characterized by its immense size, iconic red spot, a strong magnetic field, primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. So we know that again hydrogen and helium also present on the surface of the Jupiter. So due to the presence of hydrogen and helium on the Jupiter, what has happened? Nuclear reactions were going on Jupiter. Because we know that if there is a presence of hydrogen and helium, there is a chance of presence of nuclear actions. Now, we will discuss about Saturn. See, my dear friends, rings of ice. So, Saturn is a satellite which has more rings. So, these Saturn rings are made up of mainly of ice, particles and rock fragments. See, for example, if you see this, behind that you can find here Saturn. It has the rings. Okay, so even rings are also rotating around this Saturn. So these rings are composed of dust particles, ice particles, rock fragments. So gas giant, Saturn is a gas giant primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. So it is a giant one, right? So it is a giant gas planet. Saturn is a gas giant primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. It has a hydrogen, helium as well, like similar to Sun. So rapid rotation. Saturn has a fast rotation, completing one day in about 10.7 hours of time. Means Saturn takes 10.7 hours of time to rotate around itself, like this, to rotate like this, to rotate around itself. So it takes 10 hours, 10.7 hours. But what is the time duration it takes to complete one revolution around the sun? Around the sun, how much? 29 years 5 months. Okay, how much? Wait, 29 years 5 months. 29 years 5 months. What is that? 29 years 5 months. Okay, so it takes around 10.7 hours to complete one rotation around its own axis. 29 years 5 months to complete one revolution around the sun. So try to know the difference in between revolution and rotation. Next, after that, Saturn has more than 80 moons. So as of now, we know that Saturn has 80 moons. In the future times, our ISRO and NASA scientists may detect and find some more moons. There is a possibility and feasibility. Okay, so as of now, we have 80 known moons around this Saturn. Okay, it is one of the data. Next, after that, Uranus. Uranus. It is the 7th planet that was in the solar system. So it has the characteristic of sideways spin. It has the characteristic of sideways spin. Uranus rotates on its side, making it roll like a barrel through space. How the Uranus rotates? Like this. Wait, I will show. Like this. For example, if I stand here, like this, like this, like a barrel rotates, like a barrel rotates. But how Earth rotates? Like this. Earth rotates around its own axis like this. Like this. Okay? Like this. But Uranus rotates how? Like a lazy fellow. How the lazy fellow? By sitting on the floor, and how he moves. He don't want to stand. But by sitting there, he tries to move like this. Like this. Like this, right? In the similar way, Uranus also rotates. Please remember it. So Uranus has the only that characteristic no other one has. It is an ice giant. Uranus is an ice giant planet with a frigid gaseous atmosphere. With a frigid gaseous atmosphere. We will discuss some important information related to solid planets, gaseous planets. Okay, we have liquid planet only one, that is the Earth, no other one. The thin rings, it has thin rings, it has a fine and a thin ring system. Next after that, it has 27 plus moons. Uranus has more than 27 known moons, each with its own characteristics. So each moon has different mentality. Each moon has different characteristics. Each moon has a different type of what they have. What they have? Charisma. Some build-ups. They can make some build-ups. Okay. What is the time period that is taken for each and every moon? It takes around 84 hours. Yeah? No, years. So to complete one revolution around the sun, Uranus takes 84 years. It takes around 84 years. Okay, so for one rotation, means revolving around it, it takes around 17 hours 14 minutes. It takes around 17 hours 14 minutes. So this is the time period. So it is a time period. Now we are entered into Neptune. Now we are entered into Neptune. Neptune is also an ice giant or giant. You can pronounce as your wish. Primarily composed of water, ammonia, and methane ices. So Neptune composed of water, ammonia, and methane ices. So it has a stormy weather, very extreme weathers. It has the most powerful storms in the solar system, with the most famous being the Great Dark Spot. So Neptune has Great Dark Spot, and the atmosphere over there is very stormy. There we can see powerful storms on Neptune, and it is also very largest, one of the largest icy gaseous planet. Okay, so ringed world. So Neptune has a fine system of rings, although they are not as prominent as Saturn. Neptune also has rings. Neptune planet also has the rings, but they are not important. They are not prominent as similar to Saturn. We can see the rings of the Saturn directly with our naked eyes, but not every day. Whenever Saturn and Earth are aligned in the aligned near, okay, with a near distance, not far, with a near distance. So sometimes for every 100 years are like that. Saturn, the Earth will be aligned very nearly. So at that point of time, we can see the rings of Saturn with our naked eyes, because all of human beings has seen that in the previous times. Next after that, it is the farthest gas giant. So Neptune is the 8th and farthest known planet from the sun in our solar system. Good. So have you seen the diagram of solar system? Yeah, Neptune. Where is the Neptune? It is very far away. It is very far away from the sun. It was there at that point of time, at that point, very far away from the sun. So it is the farthest one, Neptune. So What is the time taken? What is the time taken for Neptune planet to complete one revolution around the sun? It takes 164 years. It takes 164 years and 16 hours of time. 16 hours for what? For completion of one rotation. So for one rotation, it takes 16 hours. To complete one revolution, it takes around 164 years of time. Okay, so here we have to do comparative analysis between types of planets. So let me explain some information. See, right. So what are the gaseous planets? What are the rocky planets with solid planets? See, I want to classify some information for you guys. See here. Okay. So there are these are solid planets and they are gaseous planets or gases. Okay. So example for solid planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So solid planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Gaseous planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these four are solid one. As you know that these four are inner planets and these four are outer planets. These four are outer planets, as well as we can call them as exoplanets. As well as that we can call them exoplanets. So please understand, my dear students. Next after that, our beautiful sun, our big brother, father, friend, everything. Surya came out. Surya, the sun, high sun, SUN sun came out. Sun is the only body which can have self-illumination, which can generate the energy by itself. Sun has the capacity to produce light energy, to produce the energy, heat energy. So the remaining planets, like remaining 8 planets, were dependent upon the sun. Where, like we, as Earth, where do we get sunlight? From the Earth. Where do we get radiation? Where do we get radiation? From the sun. Where do we get light? From the sun. Understood? We get energy. We get heat energy. From where? Sun. So sun has the capacity of self-illumination. Does Earth has self-illumination? No, Earth is not has self-illumination, but also it doesn't have luminous capacity. We means Earth depended upon sun. Remaining planets were also dependent upon the sun for sunlight. Sun is a planet or star. Sun is a star. You know that sun is a star. It's not a planet. Sun is a star. Even sun is a twinkling. It is a twinkling. If you see sun at any time, means it is visible only daytime. If you see it, it always twinkles because it is a star. Because sun is a star. Now, it is a Mercury, previous one. Mercury, Venus, bright star, blue planet, Earth, Mars, red planet, because it is a red in color, so that's why it is called as a reddish planet. Mars, red planet. Now will come very big planet, that is a Jupiter. We can find here Jupiter. Next after that, Saturn. It has rings. Titan is the largest satellite that it has. Saturn, it has rings. Now we can find Uranus. You can find the Uranus similar to like some pink color. It will appear in pink color. And one more thing, Neptune. Okay, so this is the information related to planets of solar system. Now asteroids. So now we will see asteroids. So what are asteroids? Let us see. Asteroids are numerous tiny bodies that orbit the sun. Asteroids is nothing but some rocky substance which are orbiting around the sun. Asteroids. Okay, so they were found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. So if we see the solar system, we can find these asteroids. Okay, so they are in between Mars and Jupiter. So where is the presence of asteroids? They are in between Mars and Jupiter, which are revolving around the sun. So asteroids are numerous tiny bodies. Tiny means small. Tiny is nothing but small, very, very small bodies that orbit around the sun. The largest asteroid is Ceres. What is the name of the largest asteroid in the solar system? Ceres. Ceres is the answer. Next, after that, you can find the images of asteroids. You can see these are the asteroids. Like these are the stones. These are the stones which rotates around the sun. Maximum presence was in between Mars and Jupiter. Now we will see how they are rotating. Very beautiful. You can find the fantastic visuals here. We are providing very good, fantastic, extraordinary animations so that you can easily visualize the subject, remember the subject, understand the subject, and reproduce the subject during the times of examinations. Yeah, how the beautiful the images and videos were there. How beautiful it was.